Hello everyone, welcome to Beauty in the Garden. I'm T. So today we are going to be talking about the month of January. The month of January is one of the best months for a gardener because we get super excited because we know that it's almost time for us to head back out in our gardens and get all of the beautiful crops and all the different varieties that we can start planting. So in the month of January, it is time for us to get all our plans and all our ducks in a row. So basically what I like to do, you guys, is go ahead and jot a lot of things down, especially when it comes down to planning and laying out my garden. So I lay out my garden on paper and I try to think of how I would like to place my plants, where I want to place them, how tall, how small the plants are. So as I go through all of my jotting down, I'll know if this plant needs to be over here, then that plant shouldn't be over with here, that kind of thing. Great time to jot down a lot of notes. Then you can figure out exactly where you would like all your plants to go in your garden. So what I like to do is jot them down and move it around and see if maybe I want to move this here or put that there and see how this plant's going to be a little bit bigger, this plant going to be a little bit smaller, maybe move it here or there. So this is a great time to jot down and make plans. Jot down how many pots you have, how many raised beds you have, things like that, and that's definitely going to help you in your garden journey. All right, but anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into the next thing about the month of January. In the month of January, it is time to purchase your seeds. It is so exciting to go ahead and look at different varieties, try out different things. So this is the best time to head online, head to your supermarket, head to your nurseries, and see what you can find that you would like to put in your garden this year. So I actually, you guys, wanted to show you this. So I know some people have their seed casings and things like that. I actually have what I call my own seed catalog. So this is my seed catalog. Yeah, y'all, look at that. This is my seed catalog. All these the seeds that's in this binder here is all vegetables. And then I have one for my flowers. But you guys, here is my dictionary. This is my dictionary. I do have a video on how I made this, so if you guys are interested in checking that out, I will actually go ahead and leave that in the description box if you guys want to watch that content on how I went about making my very own seed catalog, okay? But what are we going to be planting in the month of January, right? So the month of January, you can plant a great deal of things, especially when it comes down to vegetables. We want to go ahead and get our alliums, all of our onions, okay? Any onions, scallops, leek, we want to go ahead and get those started. If you haven't already have them out in your garden and they're already taking up some space, but if you want to go ahead and get those started, this is a great time to go ahead and get your onions and your leeks started. Now, the next thing up that you could definitely plant in the month of January is peppers. Tend to take a long time, you guys, to get going, okay? Okay, it does take a long time. So we want to kind of shorten that window. So it's a great time to start your peppers indoors. And if you're not sure if you could plant those things, head over to thefarmersalmanac.com and you guys, they'll give you a great deal of information on what you can plant in your county. Not just in your state, in your county, and just in your zone, in your county, you guys. So that'll tell you just a little bit more information as well. So head over to thefarmersalmanac.com and see what you can plant in the month of January in your area. The next thing up is herbs. We want to go ahead and get our herbs. Herbs is another one that takes a little time, and as well they can tolerate cold. But we're gonna go ahead and start all of these seeds, you guys, indoors. So by the time it is time to take them outside, it's going to be roughly around here in North Carolina. It's going to be roughly in April, mid-April, for us to be able to take and put our plants out into our garden. I've jotted down so many different varieties that I want to test out. As far as peppers is so many different peppers out there. It's just kind of like with the tomatoes, it is a lot of different varieties that are out there. So I have been going online looking at different varieties that I didn't try, and I just like, you know, okay, I already have these peppers that I definitely got to plant, which is, you know, your typical bell peppers, things like that. And I was like, what's new can I pop in my garden that I have not popped into my garden yet? So head over and look at all the different varieties that you can find online. Now I do have a small seed shop. It is beauteeinthegarden.com. If you're interested, head on to the top of the screen and click Beautee in the Garden. And you guys, I have a small seed shop if you guys are interested in purchasing some seeds. The next thing up, you guys, is radishes. So as you guys can see, my binder right here, my binder is actually tagged. So I can actually just stroll over to and find what exactly I'm looking for. Like say for instance, I'm looking for herbs. All of my herbs are in the same spot. Okay. If I want root crops, I head over to my root crops. And these are all my root crops. And as well as far as the tomatoes, peppers, squash, beans, all that, you guys, it's all tabbed and ready to go. So like I told you guys, there's so many different things that we can get started, and we definitely gonna be getting started some brassicas, because we want our brassicas to be able to get some growth indoors, so when we get them a nice size to transplant them out, they'll have time to grow and will not bolt on you. So we do not want them to bolt, so we need to go ahead and get them started indoors so we can go ahead and transplant them outside come early spring. But I hope you guys enjoying my content. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So watch the next video. You'll see it right here if you guys are interested in watching another video of mine. And like I always tell you guys, there's beauty in everyone's garden. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, you guys.